Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 35, 11 yards there, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Touchdown. Jalen Rager with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
He was brought down by Javon.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Carr completes it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
6-yard pickup. Brings up
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That is caught inside the 5.
complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
At the 4-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. Past the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly. 68 yards on the ground.
At the 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Washington first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Oh, that was dangerous.
Brings up.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. To throw again. Carr. And that is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr again. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5-yard gain.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Slings this deep for McLaurin. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And a Washington first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Carr. Eluding the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Davion Taylor in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. This is Hunt on the draw play, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat on blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the yard. Rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a play fake. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Carr now on first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Carr. Got a man. That's Allison. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of...
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
15-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 17-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Carr. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes this Washington 17. Eagles 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now it's 3rd and long because remember they also lose it down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Carr. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Gets through, and now an opening. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Thomas Davis on the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Chase.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Third and long, it's Newton. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Tighten up. 20. 58 the mic. I'm here all day. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You get blocked.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Steven Sims Jr., his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes this Washington 24. Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pick up at 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4. Newton caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Play 56.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Carr going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jefferson on the tackle.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes this Washington 31. Eagles 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Carr. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Gain of 5 brings up
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 5. Washington on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brought down back at the
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, Newton. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Ryan Kerrigan. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Davion Taylor in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And now now again. The play clock's going to run out on him. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Back at the 16-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
Today's final.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, a win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.